The ADD be kicking it hard, man. God damn, be losing train of thought. The ADD be kicking it hard, man. God damn. Bible is a poison for kids. Yeah. We're gonna switch it up a little bit. Talk about some cleaning home. You dig? Cleaning house. Lot of foolishness. Oh man, I gotta. So I think Dr. Rishi Muhammad from Nation of Islam came on Sunday TV. I don't know if it was yesterday or whatever. And it's talking about the person replacing Farrakhan. Yeah, I heard everything but that. Right, the title was something about Farrakhan retiring and replacement. I don't think I heard that in the entire interview, that discussion. But people was asking questions about some controversial teachings because he made it clear he's not debating. So brother Reggie asked a good question, and then a dude followed up with a good question, and what the second dude asked about the hair thing. You know, they talk about the nappy head, black folks. You know, nappy head was like an ugly feature. So the way Dr. Wesley explained that one, I don't know about that. And then another guy asked about like their, and you know, I guess to access their help, do you got to be a member, some shit like that. And Dr. Wesley said no, which I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think Dr. Wesley was kind of wrong with that one because I remember there was a saying. It was make all black boys F or Y, something like that. I mean, all is all, right? Because Dr. Wesley, I play it where you can hear it for yourself. But he was saying like the program was not meant for all black people to like join, something like that. I don't know. I'll play it. But I don't think that was too accurate. I remember it being said, make all F or Y, um, make all black boys F or Y. I remember that being the statement. I'm not sure. All right, let me just put this link in the room, in the chat. Chat, in the chat. Put the link in the chat. And let's get started, man. It's a lot of BS that we allow as a people because sometimes we don't think much of ourselves. Okay, so hold on. Yeah, so for one, we get mad at or we get mad at white people because we believe they all were racist towards black people or enough of them, right? And then some 3 hours later, we have the same views on them. Like we think they ain't shit. It's like, wait, so why you get mad at them? Now this is all based upon the notion that they believe this, right? So why you get mad at all of them for believing you ain't shit, just to come back around and believe they ain't shit? And that's supposed to be acceptable. Like that's the type of stuff guys like guys like myself um, talk about or point out. It's like, yo, the what you complain about, it basically hurt people. Right? We got hurt, so we turn around and we start doing the hurting. Okay, so let me Do one more. Do one more. And that should be it. All right, so just a couple of things here. Oh, okay. This is funny.
Okay. He keep talking about Joette. He talk about Joette beat me twice. Okay, cool. That's when I was what, 14 or something like that. Come on, bro. The skills is way up the par. You niggas gotta talk about something different. It's better than some damn power. Cause we know what's coming with me. Know what's coming with me. And when you and when you in the trenches, you know, it's cool to shoot them bullets. How you gonna defend yourself when them bullets coming back?
Now that was a prophetic statement, yo. One more time. Because that was like real talk. And that's something he didn't think about during the match. Go back a second.
Some damn power, because we know what's coming with me. Know what's coming with me. And when you and when you in the trenches, you know, it's cool to shoot them bullets. How you gonna defend yourself when them bullets coming back?
All right, so let's see how he defend himself when them bullets came back. All right, so this is the guy he was talking about, shooting those bullets, and he gonna shoot some bullets back, and he gonna see how he defends himself against those bullets. He's shooting those bullets. And the bullets coming back. There, the bullets coming back. Those bullets coming back. We do a lot of grabbing when the bullets come back.
He has to do against a bigger Romero.
Okay, all right, shooting the bullets again.
Well, we've talked about his maturity. That yes, he seems kind of awkward, and this fight he's not looking.
Now, see, yeah, a lot of people watch this fight was saying Riley was doing good until he got knocked out. I don't think so. I think he was just being active. I don't think he's doing good. He just swinging punches. Like, you know, nothing was like precise. He wasn't landing anything clean. I don't see that as he was doing good. So he's throwing those bullets. This missile came back, and Riley ain't duck.
About his maturity. That yes, he seems kind of awkward, and this fight he's
right there. Yeah, I gotta see that in slow motion. Yeah. God damn.
Yes, he seems kind of awkward.
All right. Yeah, slow motion. That nigga neck, he broke his neck, yo. I mean, he crucified. Yo, when your legs crossed like that, hold on. It looks like his legs are crossed. Let me get the white one. When your legs are crossed like that in boxing, when you get dropped, that's called crucifixion. So he crucified my boy. If that rope wasn't there, his back would have been laying flat, and those two arms right now would have been spread out. Instead of holding on the ring, that is spread out. That's like a true crucifixion in boxing. Oh, get it back to regular speed. Look. Yeah, he ain't want to get back out there for nothing, yeah. Nothing. 504. Yeah. Yo, Charleston White is next, yo. Yeah, Tank baited him. Because he didn't get right. Yeah, we be giving people extra credit because they don't get knocked out, you know, like right away. But I'm sorry, not we. I'm sorry. Casuals, boxing casuals, people who really just hate black fighters, like they expect black fighters just to be perfect in the ring. And when I say perfect, I mean like just crisp landing, knock out everybody second round. When Mayweather when it's not as easy as the last fight, all of a sudden the dude did good. Dude lost like probably every round, like 1-2 rounds, but he did good. He caused Mayweather trouble because the other guy only won 1 round. Like, okay, so case in point. Let me do this very quick. Let me show you a case in point. Let me go here. Just a case in point. Okay, Mayweather versus Canelo. All right. I'm just gonna show a little bit. Show a little bit. Because Canelo,
The big fight.
Canelo should be the guy coming with the bullets. Like, he's the bigger fighter. This is his natural weight class. Mayweather's coming up. Canelo came like 2 pounds down. Mayweather came 3 pounds up. But this is a bigger weight class. So this is Canelo shit. So he's supposed to be throwing those bullets. Look how he fights.
Few have been as
Backing up.
electric as this one.
Off balance.
Once
Backing
it's
up. So of course, so if Mayweather is the, what's that called? I don't want to say the damn name. When you a bullfight, the guy who got the red thing towel, that's Mayweather. And the bull is supposed to be the op, because you're not gonna beat Mayweather in a boxing match. You might as well just go rage bull his ass and see if you get lucky. But if you sit back like this clown, you're gonna lose every round. So look what happens. He's sitting back there. He's gonna pick the part.
I don't know that he can maintain
Look.
boxing Floyd for that long. And you see Floyd
Like, you would think he's Mayweather and this is Canelo.
take it to him. I think he wants to show the young man, listen, it's the big time now. You've never been here.
Look at
We
this.
welcome you.
Backing
It's
up.
interesting. Floyd starting to fight out, coming forward to.
Like, why would you care to dodge Mayweather punches if he don't hit so hard? Like, that should be nothing. Like matter of fact, great boxers would take one to, if great boxers that could punch, like Trinidad, Felix Trinidad, guys like him that could punch, they'll take one just to deliver their shit and put you out.
Alvarez, that's fascinating. Exactly. And I think it's because he wants to make a statement.
Hey yo, he said, do a reaction to Charleston White. Oh, yeah, he's very controversial. He'd be right. You know, when you're correct, you know, Charleston White is like a Chief X, right? People kind of like, you know, they be up in arms, man. But he be saying some good shit. It just, you talk about delivery. You know, they always say Kevin Samuels, delivery. Then what's Charleston White delivery? Like Kevin Samuels, but he's beloved by the same people who hated Kevin Samuels. Charleston White delivery is the absolute, like, he makes good points, all that type of stuff, but his delivery is horrible, insensitive, all that type of stuff. But everybody loves him. He's funny. But Kevin Samuels, whose delivery is nowhere near Charleston White, everybody hated him.
Canelo is inexperienced at the highest level.
Look at it. Now, so far, what I just shown, you see Mayweather initiating the fight. This clown right here trying to counter.
They're fainting. And Canelo Alvarez and his.
Yeah, when I watched this fight live, I just couldn't believe, like, cause I actually watched it with a Mexican, my boy Wilson. Or is he from El Salvador? Oh, I don't know if he's Mexican. Okay, but he's maybe South America. I don't know. Forgot. But yeah, I don't think he's Mexican. But he was definitely going for sour Canelo, right? Red, cinnamon, carrot top, sideshow Bob. That's what he was going for. And I felt embarrassed for him because he expected Canelo to like walk him down or at least try. When he was getting beat, I was just so embarrassed. Like, damn, your boy ass.
Corner team worked on 3 or 4 different plans in their training. The folks that saw them train that are not associated with the camp said that, and we'll see how much he can adapt to Mayweather. The past has proven
Now look,
that.
it's gonna get worse when because Canelo don't have any stamina at all. You seen it in the fight versus Bivol. He got his ass kicked. His stamina second half is terrible.
Training, they worked on the idea
So now skip some rounds.
not going full out in every round, so they may have had a plan that they were
Look
going
at this, Pop.
to not go full out until the middle of the fight. We'll see. If he's gonna have to start cutting the ring off on Mayweather. Yeah. He's circling right now. You can force Mayweather to fight, you got to cut him off.
Right. One shot. Okay. About time, but Mayweather got it right back. Got him back again.
And the right hand and showing some of his defensive.
Got him again.
He ate that right uppercut from long distance. The double
Yeah, but see, that's why he lost against Bivol. Bivol said, he said, does he hit hard? He like hit my arms hard because he go after arms because he thinks that tire you out. Like, yeah, that shit worked with low level like C class fighters. But the A class fighters, nah, that you don't think in training they have the sparring partners hit them in the arms?
It's there for Canelo. He's stepping up the pace.
Look.
That's like they talked about in the corner. Now it's a matter of finding Mayweather. Yeah, that's the problem, man.
Look at this. And I wasn't gonna show this. I'm just showing like how you gotta let those missiles go when you're the heavy underdog. Popping them. And you get your ass bust anyway. You lost every round. Look at his left eye. It's got a little mouse on it.
Canelo's guards. Right uppercut by Canelo, misses with the right, and then
He trying to do a Tyson Fury. He's trying to lean on Mayweather. Right. Bivol embarrassed him. But this dude, I know a lot of people at that job I was at. It's like three, a third black, third Hispanic, third Indian. Those Hispanics were upset. When we came back to work that Monday, F Canelo, they hated Canelo because they was like, yo, he didn't fight. Like, he didn't fight. He just stood there. Like, they respect the dude losing, but give it his all. Oh, they call it Mexican style. This dude right here, I don't know what he tried to do. All right, so anyway, so going back to real black power. Now, so in my opinion, real black power starts with a nuclear family, right? So anybody spewing that black power stuff, we got it, that type of talk, we got it. Well, you better have a nuclear family to start it off, right? Because the family structure is very important in any society, any community. Family structure is everything. Unstable house, radioactive kids. Real simple, right? So going back, so now that's number one. Number two, I believe you should be able to feed yourself. Look at this.
Yeah. I think the second
Look, and that thing started to tumble.
Yeah.
All right, so it goes from there to here. This is so I guess white power is real black power because they show you how to do it. Just do for self. You need a farm. You don't need no damn farm. You just need acres of land where wild game like this, these feral pigs or deer or whatever, raccoon, whatever, could run across your land and you could pop their ass legally and cook them. Right? You don't need no damn farm. And if you have enough game on your land, you can maybe go to your local meat butchery and sell them some meat. I see mad black guys. I see in line trying to get fish from the Chinese person. I see mad black guys go fish and bring back like 40 pieces of fish and work out a deal. Chinese man happy as hell. Come to the Chinese store and be like, yo, I got this. I got all these fish. Give me a good rate. That's Spanish. They work something out. That's how you do that. Because I'm sure that black guy got enough. Like he had about like 4 coolers filled with fish, bro. I'm like, he just kept coming with more. I'm like, God, that Chinese man, I was next in line. That Chinese man let my ass. My man let me hanging. My man. yeah. I had to wait long as I was kind of mad, but I respected it. Like, all right, this nigga came in with all this damn fish. That's how you do it. That's real black power. You gotta be able to feed yourself. Have a nuclear family, feed yourself. Don't worry about money. Don't do the whole money thing. That Eddie Murphy shit. That ain't coming to America. That ain't working. That it ain't happening. Now bartering, yes, but that's bartering. Bringing the fish, bringing the meat to the butchery. That's bartering. But the whole currency stuff, stop it. Don't even worry about that. That's what you're going off. Yeah. The Triple G thing. I like the other what they fought twice. Those 2 fights I didn't even like. And I ain't gonna lie, I think Canelo lost both of them at the very best. It should have been a draw. But the first one, I just felt like Canelo was gassed out, getting his ass beat. The second one, I think he did better, but I don't think he did enough to win any of those fights. Not that Triple G looked sharp either, but he was in way more condition than Canelo. And again, bringing the fight. So anyway, let me go back to real black power. White power is real black power. So they go down there and they get this 450-pound wild hog, right? Oh no, you got a little unity here. They got guns, but are they walking around the public with them? See, the thing is, like, we duplicate, like, our beef is not really all whites. Our beef has always been like racist whites, but really not the extreme racists, like the alt-right. That's been our beef. So, but every move they do, like they're always white on the chessboard, we're always black. Every move they do, we want to match them. So they walk around here extreme as hell with all these rifles and stuff, looking crazy. and the world laughing at them, we go behind them and do the same thing. So, but that's white power. And then we remember the white power painted black, and now it's black power. That's what I'm saying. Is white power the new black power, or was black power always white power? You know, these guys got guns and everything like that. They don't go around, they got them in the pickup truck, but they're not walking in the store. I'm pretty sure that they got something that hit, but they're not walking around with rifles. You dig? Like it's like it's some conservative shit. Like, they're not all extreme with it. That's what I'm saying. All right. Anyway, so and look what they did now. So it's one thing to kill an animal. Don't forget, this is a live animal that just died. You got to know how to preserve it from bacteria. I'm learning a lot from these guys. Right around here.
7 feet long.
I think 7 feet long. Because bacteria and all type of stuff will start. It's a real animal, it's just dead. So nature's gonna go at it. All right, so they still there. So let me go. This ain't the one I wanted to show. Actually, all right, so let's go here then.
So Mr. Joe is gonna cut this piece.
So you want to keep the hair off the meat. So they got a lot. So it's one thing to kill your game, right? Your meal. It's another thing to skin it, and it's a skill to skin and stuff, right? And they also trim the fat off. Again, I worked at a meat distribution company where I was a skinner, right? And we had other butchers there who trimmed it with the knives. I wasn't that skilled. That's what you get to all different type of steaks. It's just how they trim the fat off, and that's what makes one steak different than other. They all same shit. This is how they trim the fat, and your sirloin becomes this. Your tenderloin. It's real goofy. But I was a skinner. I was getting the oil and it's just oily as hell, bro. Oil and other fat off. I used a skinner. The skinner was a machine that they all hated, and like of course, if you ain't paying attention, your fingers gone, right? So but they all hated that job. And for me, when I do work for the man, quote unquote, I always try to find something that everybody hate and they become very proficient in that. So the other things I was doing, because I want to be valuable, right? And when you're valuable, you can like certain shit you're able to pull off. Like sometimes not coming in, coming in late. Yeah, I mean, goofy shit. Sometimes staying in the bathroom long or lunch longer, not a big deal. Those little things I like, right? Or they like less management over you. You dig? Like you're not supposed to have headphones on type of facilities. I got headphones on. You dig? In my hoodie, of course. It's a cold environment, so I had a hoodie on with headphones. But you won't be bothered with too much. So the skinner, nobody want to do that. So I'm talking about they hated the skinner so much that when I called out this other Spanish guy that took my spot, he really will be mad at me. He'd be like, "Yo, you ain't come to work yesterday?" like he questioned me like he the manager, like he's management. Like because he got to do it. So that's how much they hated that position. I was so good at it that I became, and all those spots, all the line things, you're supposed to alternate. And my boy will tell you because I was, I had my boy get hired there, so he'll tell you. I was so good at skinning the fat off, is that I was designated. That was it. I was the skinner. That's it. With pharmaceutical, when we was doing a lot of the work, I became, and my boy Eric I talked to now, he'll tell you, I was in this one department every day, unless it was shut down. It was dispensing, right? Dispensing. I was you're supposed to be in spraying, you're supposed to be in drying, you're supposed to be mixing, you're supposed to move around. Again, I find something dispensing. I got video of it. Dispensing was so physical. A lot of people, the biggest person would be broke. Here I am so skinny, but I was able to like just, withstand that physicality. And I became the designated dispenser. But that's what I try to do. I try to be very valuable and I try to pick something that nobody, I watch out, see what nobody really want to do, and I become very good in that. Again, the meat company, nobody want to do skinning, and then for this last pharmaceutical building, nobody want to do dispensing because it was very, I got a video, it was very, very physical. Most people don't want to do it. It's like a guaranteed 2-man crew. I was the only person I ever seen do it by myself. I found a way to do it myself. Of course, it won't be as fast as 2 people, but the fact is that this other guy, it can't be done at all unless the second person come. Right? For me, it's gonna get done. She was like, no, it would be low, man. I'm still doing it. Like, you know what I mean? Usually, if you don't have a second partner, dispensing ain't being done. I told my man, no, I got it. You know, it might take a little longer, but I ain't nobody. And that's what happened. I'll be there by myself. You know, somebody would come in, because every time you sign paperwork, somebody got to come and sign it and confirm everything. But after that was done, all me. All right, so anyway, so this is real black power right here. The white power is real black power. So he's saying when you skin this damn, whatever you're going to skin, make sure the hair don't touch the meat.
You want to keep the urine off the meat.
Keep the urine off the meat?
Because that hog urine is stout and it'll taint the meat.
Yeah.
So if you keep the hair off the meat and urine off the meat, take out these nodules on the back.
Now, I haven't eaten red meat since like 95, you dig? That's like what, 30 years basically. I haven't eaten red meat. But if I live in the South, where I have my own land like that, and I got this free food, just kill it, and I'm teach me how to fillet it, all type of shit. I'm telling you, I'll go right back to eating red meat, beef and pork. I ain't with all that pseudo shit. Nah, pork, that's the religious shit. I get to store meat, and I ain't got to worry about no self-sufficient. You ain't got to worry about no Stop and Shop, no super Walmart, shut down, pandemic, can't everybody. No, these guys go right to their freezers. And matter of fact, they always been to their freezers. And they probably sold their meat. Like, oh, shit shut down, niggas in lines long as hell. Hey, we got this. And it's their shit, so they can inflate it, because it's not a real business. So that they can inflate they could boost their price. Like, yo, $40 for this. What you gonna say? Okay, so people get mad when I say white power is real black power, but it is. And they show you how to be self-sufficient all day. All right. So anyway, let's look at what we think is black power. All right. Oh, I missed it. Okay, let's go back.
Ma'am, stop going through it. Let me step right back here. What did you take out of it?
Nothing. I was
Okay. All right, listen.
Now. When we see these police cams, right? These body cams, we see people being murdered for less. But black people, they still do certain shit to get your ass shot. Now, what you don't do, when the officer tell you, step out the damn car, stop looking through your purse, she's being very, very suspicious. She went in her purse, she took some shit out. He just said it, what you take out? Now, this is a police officer. A police officer is very hard. Their jobs are very hard, right? Because any moment, your life's on the line. I see. All I do is watch these videos, okay? So people pull their guns out, blast at cops. Cops are now playing chess as black, okay? For the most part, on a daily basis, a police officer is black on the chessboard. They're always responding to the first initial move. Okay, so with that being said, we've seen black people go in a car for their license and get shot after they were told to get out. So she's, and that black guy, was in the right. She's definitely in the wrong. He told her to get out. She's in her purse trying to pull some shit out. He's saying, hey, what was that? What you pull out that purse? And she's gonna go back in the car with her back turned. And he like, oh, he stopped her. So she turned around right here. She's turning back looking at him. So, but what the media would do is circulate these videos as though this officer just had it in for her from day one. You can see he's talking to her with respect. Okay?
Just come back here. I think we're getting off on the wrong foot, okay?
because I'm really confused on why I'm getting
He's
shot.
got several.
Okay, so we go with that. So every time somebody's, no matter what race they are, when they on some FUCK SHIT stuff, they usually act like they're confused. And I don't know why I'm being stopped. It doesn't matter. When they cut the emergency lights on, you gotta comply unless something is unlawful, and then you don't have to comply. But traffic stops, like when you're in a car, your rights aren't the same as when you're walking. Okay, let me just say that when you're walking, a police officer just can't ask for your ID. But when you're driving, at the very least, they can lie and say you committed a traffic violation, and that warrants they can ask your ID now, and you got to give it to them. Okay. So, because you committed an offense, right? So it's kind of tricky. So when people are in the wrong in the car, they always act confused, like and the officer like, yo, don't matter. You got to do at this point, you're detained. You got to do everything I say. So you don't need to try to. You're confused. I'm confused, but it's more important for me, the police officer, to be unconfused than you. Okay, because I'm the one in charge of this detainment. Here we go.
Okay, that has nothing to do with me.
You don't know who's in the car.
Oh, wait. Let me go back. I'm missing the key.
You're confused on why I'm getting
He's
charged.
got several warrants.
Okay, that has nothing to do with me.
Okay, so apparently she's driving somebody's car who has warrants. All right. So they ran the tags for whatever reason, and it's tinted up, so you can't really tell who's in the car. Okay. And but the tag ran it came to a guy. Of course, he ain't gonna want to drive it. His warrants on this shit. So the police officers asking those questions. This is an easy stop right here for the woman, right? She's been detained. This is very easy. Okay, because I've been something similar. My mom forgot to do something and had a warrant or some shit. I was driving a car some years ago when I didn't have a car. And once the cop pulled me over, he read the plates. Once he pulled me over, he see I'm not a woman. It was a quick stop. You know, they probably still want your ID, whatever. They want to try to find something, whatever. There you go. License, face, and everything straight. All right, officer, take care. Because you see I'm not my mom. All right. And that's how that goes. That's how that goes. No, it's no need to be confused or nervous. I'm not the person with the warrants. I'm going home. You could take this goddamn car, but I'm going home.
You don't know who's in the car.
Nobody's in my car.
Well, now I know that.
See, but he doesn't know that because the car is tinted up. So when you get out the car, Goofy, as a woman, he knows you're not the guy with the warrants, but who's in the back or the passenger side seat that could be the guy with the warrants? That guy got to come downtown with us.
However, now I'm going to address the other problems.
Okay, so now so that problem is gone, right? That one's solved. The guy's not in the car, cool. So now let me address the other problems or the other confusion, okay? Let's address those things now. There we go. But now, so why is she still talking? He's telling her what they're going to address today. The first one was the warrant. Be quiet. That's solved. Now the second one is, but shut up. Because it might be something light like the warrant. The warrant was a light thing. You're good. So the second problem might be you might be good also. But if you want some FUCK-SHIT type time, then you know the second problem is probably on you now. And that's what's going on here. Let me start that over. Put that over here.
Hey, so you want my bag and all my belongings?
So just step right
Okay, so wait, what do you say?
back here.
Okay. So she said, you want my bag and all my belongings. Okay, that part again. So now this is a community thing. If he wants to search you now, sir, no. That right there, you gotta arrest me for that type of search. But I'm not, I don't have to help you in your investigation, help you lock me up. So if you know something in your purse is, janky, that gets you in trouble, you do not hand the purse over. You don't hand the wallet over. You don't hand whatever book bag, whatever you think is in there that you know for a fact will land you in jail or with a serious ticket. You don't voluntarily pass it to a police officer. Right? You say, nah, ain't nothing in there. It's good. Because there's no way he could smell your bag and no dope in there or weed. No way. So she could say, nah, ain't nothing in there and put it back in the car. So the video was sped up because she ultimately agreed to a search and seizure of her bag.
this portion up just for the sake of time as they continue to talk.
So she gave up her Fourth Amendment just now, her Fourth Amendment right.
And he wants her purse, and to get her stuff, he lets her get her phone as well.
So now she could have said no to the purse search, even a car search. You could say no, but somehow we say yes, knowing the car is dirty. All right. So he found a bag of weed that she knew was in.
Now he is going to search. I've sped this up again just for the sake of time. He's looking through her bag. Again, he got permission from her. He asked her a
So she agreed to the purse search.
question. Do you have anything illegal in the car I should be aware of? She said, yes, I have weed. So now he finds the weed and he puts it back in his car. Slowed it down now here because now he finds a baggie full of white stuff with some
So now we got some powder stuff. And she getting nervous, smoking that cigarette.
paraphernalia in the baggie as well. Let's listen in from here.
Do me a favor.
No, hold on. Don't put me in handcuffs. I haven't.
Okay, so he says, come over here. You're under arrest, whatever you just said. She said, no, don't put me in handcuffs. Like, but how can you say that? So this is the support that we shouldn't stand behind. Okay, uncompliant.
Done anything wrong, ma'am? No.
Wait, he just found weed and cocaine in her purse. Don't put me in handcuffs because I ain't do anything wrong. Now, did he tackle her? Did he break her arm? He's very nice to her.
You're about to get paid.
And she, what part of the game is this? What part of the game is when a police officer pull you over and say, yeah, I'm putting you in handcuffs, you're under arrest, and you just go whole ass, right? Now, if you're in your city, your neighborhood, that might work out for you, because you probably know it better than him. But this chick act like some store. Where's she going? She gonna leave the car and run? Like, what the? Flip flops gonna pop up. She's screaming too, with the phone to her left. She's running with the phone to her left ear.
Get out!
All right, now this is when the cop police training has failed him, or he has said no. Better yet, this is when he has failed his police training. A lot of police officers do that. So he's seeing her fleeing, right? So she's a flight risk, as the judge would say. Okay. Why? So at this point, the officer should have positioned himself where she can't get in the driver's seat. All of us at some point had an issue with somebody. They might have did something to us, or they had something that belonged to us, and their car was right there. And we were trying to retrieve that thing from them or get our get back from that person. We ain't police officers. We ain't have police training, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna naturally block that driver's side door. You ain't driving off until we settle this. So he takes out a taser without blocking off the driver's side door. This is just incompetence at its best.
On the ground. Down on the ground.
And then he let her do the Floyd Mayweather dance to the right, to avoid being cornered, because that's what he's trying to do, corner her. So that's a taser, right? That's in his hand. That's a taser. It's not a gun. She had the bag in her hand, cigarette in her hand, and she had the phone to her ear. And she was able to get her before this cop is so terrible at his job that not only was she able to circle to her door, her driver's side door, she actually pulled the handle and was able to get in. Like, was this dude that terrified from a woman? When she gets in, she's still claiming she ain't do nothing. She ain't do nothing. That's a taser. It's not a gun. And I believe that's his left. You can tell by his thumb that's his left hand. So what I'm observing, I don't know it to be fact. I haven't asked anybody, and I know plenty of officers. But what I'm observing in a lot of these cases is that I think police officers that's right-handed, they're trained to tase left-handed, so they won't confuse the taser for the gun. So I got a video. Okay, so the next video you're gonna see the officer have something in her right hand. She yells taser, and that's why she got Now I don't know how she got convicted. Well, she got charged with the murder, second degree manslaughter. But I don't know if she got convicted. I got to follow up with that. But yeah, but she was yelling taser with the gun, with the something, some type of weapon in her right hand. I'm trying to say something. I don't want to say gun or taser. I'm saying because what I just told you, they're trained to have left hand taser, right hand gun. So if you're yelling taser, taser, and it's your right hand, based on, if I'm right, based on your training, that's not a taser. If it's in your right hand. If you're right-handed, it's in your. So the taser is in your. It's positioned where your offhand grabs. What I'm trying to say. From what I observed. So you see, this is clearly his left hand. His thumb is poking out. So there we go. So he's tasing her, and she's still jingling the keys to cut this car. Like she's gonna leave. Like she made her mind up. I'm out of here. Screw you. Please chase whatever. I'm out of here. And hopefully she's not somebody's mother. Okay. Hopefully she's not somebody's mother. If you're religious, please pray she's not somebody's mother. Because can you imagine this woman, the head of a household? So he's tasing her. He's trying to grab her. Again, real terrible. He made his police training look horrible. So he grabbed her arm. He got two hands. He got two hands grabbing her hand, not her arm, not her forearm. You got to grab the forearm. If you want to control somebody like that, you got to grab their forearm to pull them out. Or is that her hand? Yeah. So that was her hand. So he had two hands grabbing her hand. So of course he just shook his ass off. Your head, you're gonna slide off. You don't see the movies where the guy falling and you grab his hand and then your hand slip, he falls and dies. Like, yo, the hand is slippery as hell. It's always sweaty. You grab the forearm. You'd have yanked her big ass right out that damn car. All right, now watch this. So now he's coming back with the taser. He's gonna put it on her because the shocking things, the strings are out. They're not attached to her. So he's gonna put it on her. So now he's still trying to grab her. She got the little claws on her. So the little claws. So he's still trying to grab her hand and yank her out. She's yelling help. So again, she's sitting there saying, I didn't do anything. All right. So he did find marijuana and he found some white powder substance. So she got you in a narcotic, talking like that. I didn't do nothing. With the evidence he just got, you're yelling. She said that's her third time saying I didn't do nothing. I mean, yo, when a police officer puts you in handcuffs, it's not a done deal. Like you still can talk to him. Like, yo, officer, like, what'd you find? You know what I mean? So if he's trying to put you in handcuffs, you should just comply because you ain't do nothing. Then that should be the story. But you can't just say, I mean, come on. Hey, y'all think I'm dumb? So she could just say, I didn't do nothing. Hop in the car. You could do that with police officers. I didn't do nothing. Hop in the car and bounce. You cannot do. You're detained. Legally, you can't move. And again, this is lack of, we talk all that black power. We'll talk real good talks. We'll even get guns, but we're horrible with educating the people who we're so-called protecting about what's legal, what's lawful, what's illegal, what's unlawful, all right? So somehow, like that teaching, I'm seeing it miss the public from these so-called leaders, religious leaders, black power leaders, Pan-Africans, these land of the laws, right? They keep skipping past our people. I mean, we'll read the Bible, we'll read the Quran, we'll read the Morris 7 book, we'll read the lessons, we'll read all these things, but the one thing that determines whether you live or die or go to jail or you're freed, we don't want to read that one. Nah, I ain't reading that one. The real salvation that determines you're gonna die or not. We don't, the real death, not that heavily death. Oh, yeah, you're gonna die one day. Nah. Of course, you all gonna die. So the Bible Quran gonna be right at some point. You're gonna die eventually. Yeah, see, Allah took him. Sure. Jesus came and got him. Sure. But the other lawful book that determines you live or die, yeah, that's the one you should be reading. So you should know that when you're detained, right? Civics 101, when you're detained, you shouldn't flee from a police officer. Because a lot of times through their experience, through their own experience, the anecdotal experience, people who flee from them, who knows? You don't know this cop history. Shit, 7 out of 10 people who flee from him probably had a gun or a knife. So like the hairs on their back grows up and they become more defensive, right? Here we go. Look, you see her face, man? It was taser and nothing came out. She's like, oh, okay, I'm good. Look at her face when nothing came out. Where I'm at, 251. All right, let me back up. Yeah, watch her face when nothing is come out the taser gun. And I told you, it's in his left hand. So keep in mind, I said I believe the police training with tasers is that if you're a right-handed person, the taser is usually used by your offhand and your gun is by your right hand to avoid the confusion, the mix-up from grabbing the wrong instrument. Because one instrument just going to have you pause and a little pain. The other instrument is going to kill you. So I'm going to show you another video where a police officer didn't get that memo, or she failed that part of her training. All right, so here we go. So this is clearly his left hand. You see the thumb on the outside, right? So that's the thumb. So look. So look, you see nothing came. Yeah, you see her face when nothing came out. Oh, okay, I'm about to be out of here. She keeps saying, "Help, help! I didn't do nothing." Yo, is this chick stable? Is this woman stable mentally? There's a great chance that she's not even right mentally. All right. At that time he got it real good, but she still trying to start that damn car.
Step out. Stand. Put the gun down.
All right, now here's the part where she could, ma'am, put the gun down. Taser in his left hand still. Now watch the gun come out.
Put the gun down.
See, now the gun in the right hand. Again, this is to avoid confusion. Taser left hand, my off hand, deadly weapon on my right hand. So I don't mix these things up. And that's how they're trained. Okay, so now what he was supposed to do is drop the taser so have a good grip on the deadly weapon, because his shot ain't gonna be so accurate. Now I want you to see this. I got this next time I got put in slow motion because this is easily missed. Okay. Oh God, my God, still missed. All right, God, I put it in slow motion, still missed. Hold on. Not too far. All right. Now you gotta check. This woman was a G in a negative sense. Like she was an animal. Like she was going out. Watch this slick shit she does. He said, "Man, put the gun down." So you got the taser in the left hand. The right hand's gonna grab the deadly weapon. Watch this. Now watch how slick this woman is. This woman killed somebody before. Watch this right here. Trying to time it perfect. Okay. Look. That's the gun barrel pointing at him. Hold up. Go back. You can do a better circle. She was shooting without looking. That's the gun barrel pointing at the officer. Now, again, I said the police officer failed his training because he was first over here. Okay, so he was first over here. Wait, okay, that's the wrong color. I gotta do black. All right, so he was first over here. So he was supposed to stand on over here with the car. He's protected by the car as he shoots at her. That's why I said like he failed his training. He was not supposed to circle, pivot in front of the goddamn barrel of the gun. And this woman, without looking, gun over her right arm, like some Mike Song shit, pop that damn cop. So instead of standing over here where, he basically, she can't see him because she got to look over his shoulder. He got the deadly weapon pointing at her. She can't really see him while he's over there. Instead, this fool is right here, pointing the gun at her. So that barrel, that white circle, that's her barrel. So he's like directly in front of the gun. And he did that. Again, he failed his police training. So that gun right there across her shoulder popped his ass. Like she and over like through it, like beneath the vest. Like that lucky shot was so good. She popped him in the stomach. Okay. So watch this. So he let off. He got her like in the waist area, something like that. Let me speed it up. Yeah, now this is the most non-urgent call. This police officer, like he needs to be sat down. If he had to defend your life, you're dead. This guy, he got no effort in anything. Watch this.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
10-4, 13, keep at that code 3.
This guy. Like he just gave up.
23, I'm hit.
23, I'm hit. Like it's no urgency. 23, I'm hit. You know, they thinking like, okay, it must be shot in the hand or the foot. It's no, I'm hit, I'm hit, I'm hit. 23, I'm hit. Yeah, but watch the dash cam now.
Step out.
So now he was supposed to stay over here. He was supposed to stay over here. He was supposed to swing by the back wheel where he could see her. She can't see him. And now when she tried to make a move over her shoulder, he got her in the head. So like now he squares up with the barrel of the gun. What? This is just horrible. And y'all talk about don't fund the police? Shit. They want cops like him out there. This guy has squared up with the gun. So this is it. So her lucky shot actually hit the guy right there. That lucky shot got him right below the vest. All right, and watch this. Now look at his effort to get up. Now, how you know she ain't back out the car trying to assassinate your ass?
10-4, 13, keep at that code 3.
So she threw the gun out. She left the door's open because she's probably just hit and too weak to close the door.
23, I'm hit.
Yeah, look at the lack of urgency to get up and save his life. And 23, I'm hit. Now, mind you, he could, when he first seen the gun in the woman's car, he could have shot her dead right there. Okay, so if people want to believe these cops, they all are just got it in for black folks. As soon as he said, "Man, drop the gun," he could have let shots off. He was justified to let shots off right then and there. He didn't do that. He stepped to the back of the car. This dumbass stepped back in front of the line of the gun, and he still kept saying, "Man, man." He kept giving her chances. Other cops would have lit her up as soon as they seen the gun. Right? So we gotta stop that shit. And this is why I'm doing these videos, because I'm really not into the conscious community thing anymore. I'm done with that. I'm looking for a whole different audience, targeted audience, you dig? That's well more plentiful, because I'm done trying to appease, walking on tiptoe through the tulips, Dr. Khaled would say, because people are afraid to hear the truth about what's going on in our neighborhoods. Everybody want to, you know, we're no different than the whites who covered up white supremacy or racism during the 20s. They act like they did a poll in the 20s about racism. Did it exist? It was like an 80 to 20. It didn't exist. And that's like they were in that type of denial with racism. And that's what we are. With our dirty laundry, none of that shit exists. If you ask us, we're good. We don't need any corrections. We don't need anybody to help the community. Hey, we're good. We're perfect. All right. So anyway. So she drove off, but she didn't make it, right? She died. She died. All right. So that was the end of her story. She crashed where she was dead. All right. So now I told you that this guy had the taser in his left hand. This is a real educational moment here. The people, you know, they like entertainment. So I do my reactionary videos on basketball. So entertaining. So police officers, I believe, are taught to have the tasers, to have, they're gonna have access to this taser with their offhand. If you're right-handed, your taser on your left side. If you're left-handed, taser on the right side. So your deadly weapon is in your strong hand. So in his case, the taser is in his left side. So only your left hand can get it, by the way, too. You're supposed to shoot with your left hand. So there'll be no confusion of a deadly weapon. So that means if something's in your left hand, psychologically, through your training, you're supposed to understand it's only a taser. It's not a deadly weapon. So do not confuse that for a gun if you get to a shootout like it with her. Because if he was that stupid, he'd have been shooting a taser at her as she throwing bullets at him. So when they have something in their right hand, they're supposed to automatically think this is a deadly weapon. I can shoot this, right? If they're right-handed. So let me do case in point. Case in point. Case in point. Don't believe me. Watch this.
Now, I do think in America, we can't have a discussion as to whether or not this is something we want to be doing. Is this the kind of policing that the legislature that these kinds of warrants out? So again, I do follow this. He should not be doing. I think we can, well, he shouldn't be scared of the officer. It's irrelevant whether he should or shouldn't be scared. I know plenty of Black Americans who.
Yeah, okay, I skipped it. Okay, so now this is another case. Now he's not Black. He's like Latino or something. So it's another case of you're detained. They're trying to put handcuffs on you. If you resist this arrest, this detainment, it's going to go left for you, and it can often end in death for you. Left can turn to death when you resist arrest. Oh, I like that. Left can turn to death when you resist arrest. All right? That has to be imprinted in our culture's brain. Okay, here we go. So now, one thing I don't like when cops do, why do they make it? Why do they incite the resistance? Okay, so he was complying all the way until I believe someone said, it could have been a woman cop, until somebody said, you got warrants, right? And that's when he did that right there. He resisted. Sometimes dudes be calm, women be calm until another cop just got to give a stupid ass directive or a stupid ass reveal some information that's like irrelevant. Just shut up. Let's get him in handcuffs first. Here we are. So now you're resistant, and you always try to get back in the car. Why? Because if they got a weapon, then it's in the car. So police officers already, through experience, through training, they know that when somebody's resisting arrest and they go back in the car with their back turned, that can be, I don't know the law on this, but that can be a justified shooting. If you're resisting arrest and you're getting in a car reaching for something, like he ain't trying to drive. His hand's not on the steering wheel. He's in the car. Well, in his case, I don't know if he's reaching for something. The last case definitely was. His case, his hands could be on the steering wheel because I don't believe he even have a weapon. I believe he's just trying to get away. So in his case, he's not reaching for a weapon. He's trying to get out of the area, drive off, because he don't want to go to jail for warrant. And I blame the other officer for mentioning the word warrants. Shut up. He's complying. The officer's got the handcuffs out. He almost got him detained. And here go that dumbass officer, probably that woman. You got warrants. Now he's like, word, I'm out of here. So now he's hopping back in the car. He's trying to pull off. Look what happens. Okay, here we go. Okay, stop. Now, for those who were here a minute ago, let me circle this. Let me circle her hand. It's an educational moment here. That's her right hand. That's her thumb, okay? That's her right hand. Why am I showing this if you were not here earlier? Because I said, I believe cops are taught that the taser is on your left side if you're right-handed, your offhand grabs it, and your dominant or your deadly weapon is on your right side, your dominant hand, your strong hand. Okay, so that's not to confuse the two. That's not to confuse the two. So you see here, she has her right hand on an object that she's yelling out, taser, taser. Ma'am, according to your training, when a deadly or when an object is in your hand, they got the taser gun and the actual gun. The word gun, period. When there's a gun in your right hand, man, that's the deadly weapon if you're right-handed. If there's a gun in your left hand, that's the taser. That's the training. So for her to be yelling taser, taser, taser with a gun in her right hand, her psyche, her job train's supposed to kick in and say, no, why is it in my right hand then? If it's a taser, why is it in my right hand? We do that at home and work. Wait, why this bag in my hand? Fuck, I'm going. Right, we do that just going to the supermarket. Wait, why'd I carry my Snickers to the car? I meant to grab my wallet. That happens with us. So she's yelling taser, taser, taser with an object in her right hand. Through her police training, that right hand object should have been a deadly weapon. So here, let's play it. Oh, hold on. You heard a taser. That's the right hand. Let's not make no mistake about that. That's the right hand. Okay? And again, watch your own police videos when they pull the taser out. Why is that thing being in left hand? So she like, I tase you, I tase you, I tase you. Yeah, this case is any weak lawyer won this shit. Look, I ain't a lawyer. I can win this for him. On some pseudo shit, pseudo lawyer. I can win this for him. I tase you, I tase you, I tase you. And right hand, clearly right hand. So she goes to quote unquote tase him. Let's see what happens. Yeah, stupid. You didn't realize that's your right hand squeezing? When your left hand squeeze, it's the actual taser. So this is kind of what is meant by a check hook is sometimes checkmate, because a lot of times in boxing, you throw the check hook out there just to get distance, get a nigga off you. But if you're like strong enough, that check hook would knock him out. You didn't mean to knock him out, but you're happy. But that ain't really, because that's usually your off hand. The check hook is usually your lead hand. It's not your strong hand, your right hand or your left hand. It's the opposite hand. So her check hook was checkmate. And with the last black woman, her check hook was her own life. It was her checkmate on her life. So Taser, I tell you, Taser, she shot the guy, he's dead. Okay, he drove off, he crashed, or whatever he did with the car, he's dead. And she got charged with second degree manslaughter, but we don't know if she actually got convicted. But according to this, there's a couple things that determines it should get convicted. Okay.
The statute here, and the statute says that someone is guilty of second degree manslaughter.
Okay.
By the person's culpable negligence.
She was definitely negligent.
Whereby the person creates an unreasonable risk and the word and, very important, consciously takes chances of causing death or great bodily harm to another. That's the clause that's important here. That word and, she has to do both to be convicted here.
Now that's kind of some of the slick shit, that be in there, the and, not the or. So this is when I say we gotta be educated on civics, the laws, a lot of things, especially with police officers, since we find ourselves at the short end of the stick when it comes to police officers. Why not be thoroughly educated like the real Black revolutionaries, the Black Panthers? Why not be totally educated in the law and share that with your constituents, your residents, the people who you claiming to represent? Why the people you claim to represent are still ignorant to what's lawful and what's illegal or unlawful and illegal? All right.
Of manslaughter. So did she have culpable negligence where?
All right. So anyway, next video is crazy. Now this is crazy. Hey yo, man, I don't even want to do a spoiler. I'll just play it. Muscle and fat is his armor. Nah, that's a fact though. That's a fact, Blue Devil. When they had he said bars. When they had shot that hog, that bullet did not go all the way past the protected skin and fat. It didn't penetrate the hog. It was caught in like right before it went all the way. Like so the armor of that hog stopped the bullet from like going all the way through. Or all the way in, I should say. All right. So this one right here, this video right here is interesting. again, like we need to really have teens, youth, right? Youth, teens, young men in a room in the same videos I'm playing. This presentation, basically, that's what it is. What I'm presenting to you guys, this should be presented to 12 and up. In school, 12 to 17. And then some type of program, some type of teen center program where kids somehow benefit if they go, because they ain't gonna go. You know, the single parent home mom, you know what I mean? You know how that goes. They ain't going. Men too, little boys, 20-year-old, they ain't listening. They dig. So it should be some type of something, they get something out of it if they go. And they need to watch these videos and see what's, you know, that check hook could be a checkmate on your life. Like you playing, that's a check hook. You playing, but now you dead, or you shot, or you arrested doing hella time, right? But these videos should be actually, or something similar, probably better put together, should be played to our people, since we are the ones at the short end of the stick of police brutality, police shootings. Why are we afraid to address it? Like, it seems like the things that affect us the most, we don't want to talk about. Shit crazy, that shit's sick. But other communities, we get mad when the police officers don't shoot a white person in the same scenario, or Chinese. Oh, look. Yeah, all right, whatever.
Of course, because they knew that it
All right, so this guy tried to hop in. They said Porsche to steal it, and the police officers came right at the nick of time and got his ass.
was stolen. And so he grabbed him as soon as he jumps into the car.
And yeah, or I think it was already stolen. He was trying to hop in and drive off, and they caught his ass. He probably ran the place, whatever. And they snatching him out, right? So he stole a car, Porsche. He's about to get back in. I don't know where this is at. Forgot.
To try to run off in it because it's a stolen vehicle. And now they are going to get him on the ground and get him in cuffs. I want you to listen in on the discussion a little bit here, you know, in the badge
right.
cam audio is
25, 30. All right. So now these police officers, again, failed their police training. They really have a hard time arresting people. Like, it got to be an easier way from his hands in the back. It got to be an easier way to do it. It got to be an easier way to handcuff people. Because every time they try to do try to handcuff people from the back, they just have a hard time when people resist. They have a hard time keeping their hands in the back, right? Maybe they should do the feet to the legs shit. I don't know. But every time I see them try to handcuff you from somebody from the back and they resist, they just get out of it. No matter how strong and weak they are, they get out of it. So look at this.
Why you reaching? I don't care about it fucking weak.
Now they're saying, why you reaching? Why you reaching? Why you reaching? You hear the police officers back and forth. Now, are they punching the guy in the face? Are they spitting on him, calling him names? No. Why you reaching? We don't care about a bag of weed. Stop reaching.
Any weapons on you? Why you
Tattoos all over his goddamn face.
curling up your legs? My phone in my
Why are you curling up your legs? My phone is in my, you know what I mean? So my phone's in my pocket. I got scared, like all this extra shit that he's doing. Like, now I'm saying he's a punk. So this thug killer, this stepper in the hood, is now playing like he's a punk all of a sudden. Now I'm just so scared of you guys. Okay.
I'll take my phone out. Oh, this is my phone. All right. Stay on the side. Okay, I got your phone. Don't worry about your phone. Stay on the side.
Okay, so now pay attention. He keep asking for his phone. Remember, the first reason was he's reaching because it's his bag of weed. He don't want them to find. They said, man, fuck your bag of weed. We don't care about that. Then now it's his phone he's trying to get to. Okay, so he's trying to get to something, but he keep blaming it on different things that he's trying to go get. All right, so keep that in mind.
Put him on the side. Put him on the side.
So he's actually in handcuffs.
I just checked you for weapons. I don't care about your phone or your weed.
So he said, I was looking for weapons on you. I don't care about your weed or your phone. That's what he said. The black dude, I got scared. You can tell by his voice, he's probably 25 and under.
Get on your knee.
So now the dude, he's either really scared of police officers or he's a hell of an actor. Okay, let's go.
I can't.
Now, mind you, this nigga lives somewhere. Some relative is housing this guy. Right? And that's the issue too. Like, we got to put out our bad habits. Like that got to be instilled in us. Yo, word, you going that route? Gone. Bye. Like we got to start doing that, but we're not, you know, because we all over the fucking place.
Cups in the front. You'll be fine. Get on your knees. Get on your knees.
Okay, so now listen now. So he just said, I'm reaching for something. It's the weed. It's the phone. Now I can't get on my knees because I got 3rd-degree burns on my knees. This guy got an answer for everything. They are good ones too. Okay, so now I can't get on my knees because I got 3rd-degree burns on my knees and my thighs, whatever. Here we go.
Okay. All right, stay on your side.
Now wait till you find out why he's really doing this, and that's gonna be anybody. Yeah, watch this shit.
Wait, come on. All right. It's over, okay? Don't play fucking games.
Okay, so it's over. Don't play games, right? Oh, Chicago. I should have guessed. Okay.
Slow down. We got it.
So now look what he's saying. So now listen to, when I watch these videos, I watch everything like, and I watch, tell you, as you can see, what I be showing you guys when I go live, what I present. I watch a whole bunch of shit. And I really be like picking it apart. Listen to every last word. And you know, looking at every last action. So he's reaching for something. He said it was his weed. He's reaching again. He said it was his phone. Then he said, I can't get on my knees because I got 3rd-degree burns on my legs, basically. It hurts like hell. And now he's begging them to put him in the car. Like, it's all these red flags officers are picking up. Now he's saying, put me in the car so he can be secluded and they can't see the nigga. Watch this.
I'm not putting cups
Okay.
in the front.
Wait, I gotta rewind that because I was talking over that. Listen what the young man says to the police officers. He has a request. Listen.
Slow down. We got it.
So his first thing is put me in the car. Watch the next one.
We got it.
He said, take the cuffs off and put me in the front. Now he can't be that fucking stupid. Career criminal, take the cuffs off. Listen.
I'm not putting cups in the front. You got to.
Okay, so he wants to, he said, put me in the car and put the cuffs on the front, right? On the front of my, put my hands in the front with the cuffs on. So the police officer said, I'm not putting the cuffs on the front of your hands. He said, you got to.
Sir, I have medical. Look in the car.
He said, I got medical. So now it's something else. So he's reaching for weed. No, I'm reaching for my phone. I can't get on my knees. I got 3rd-degree burns. And now, can you put the cuffs on me front ways because I have medical reasons? Now, at this point, these cops should be looking at this guy. Okay, there's something up with this nigga. Like, yo, let's really search this motherfucker. Okay, there's something up with this guy. Oh yeah, and before that, he wanted to get in. He said, "Put me in the police car." Like, what criminal begs to go in the police car? It's like, dude, the more you talk, like in a criminal mind, like the show, in a criminal mind, you believe you can talk your way out of handcuffs, right? And sometimes you probably can, depending on the scenario. So now he's begging to go in a cop car, meaning like it's done deal. That hook is checkmate now. All right.
I'm not putting the cups in the front. Look at my hands, sir. Look at my hands.
So he said, look at my hands, look at my hands. He's begging the officers to put the cuffs in the front instead of the back. Wait till you find out why all y'all jaws should drop.
Stay put. We got it. Stay put.
So he said, I seen your hands. You good. Like, we got it. You good. You good. Okay, now he got asthma. He's going for his weed. No, my bad. I'm going for the phone. I can't get on my knees because I got 3rd-degree burns. They get him up. He says, put me in the car. Quick, put me in the car. They don't do that. Okay, you know what? Can you put the handcuffs in the front? They can't do that. So now he's saying he got asthma. He got all these issues going on, all these red flags the police officer not picking up on. Just bad police training at this point. Or they failed their, it's either bad police training or they failed their police training. Watch this. So he said, I got asthma, I gotta sit down. So clearly this young man is up to something and he needs the officers to comply to one of his requests. And he's gonna accomplish his goal, right? So we'll see what it is.
You're gonna sit down in a second.
So look, he's begging, okay, I gotta sit down. I got asthma. Not only do I got asthma, I got 3rd-degree burns on my knees. He got a lot of shit going on here.
Put me in your vehicle, sir.
He said, put me in your vehicle, sir. Look at this shit.
See what you got in your pockets. Stop reaching. I don't care about the weed.
So he's still reaching 10 minutes later. Before it was the marijuana, then it was the phone, and now he's still reaching. They say, yo, stop reaching, right? So, you know, when the police officers shoot people, we act like it's some other shit. He's giving this guy 100 breaks. Stop reaching, stop reaching, stop reaching.
He got in the car.
So now they're searching him for weapons because they're like, yo, why this dude so eager to get in the police car? Why with the handcuffs in the front? This career criminal. So now he's like, yo, what's going on? He said, yo, he got in the car, the stolen car.
Try to take off. Yeah. Right in front of us, man. Right in front of us.
Right in front of him, right? So the cops are already there. What the? So, wow. So he tried to steal a car in front of police officers. God damn. So that's why he said, yo, what's wrong with you, man? Like, what's going on with you? Like, who you staying with? Who's housing you?
What else you got?
What else you got? So they eager to know what else is on. Because it's something about this guy is very off. Watch it. Oh, full screen. All right, okay. Let me do that. All right, so we at full screen now. So now I'm going to skip because the narrator gonna ruin it. So let me skip. Because there's a narrator of the video. So let me skip. All right, here we go. Oh no, I didn't fuck it up. All right.
We have multiple.
Hold on. Okay, now you see this dude on the floor. That's the guy that pulled up late. Said, well, yo, what's wrong with you? All right, I ruined it.
Right in front of us.
So that guy that came late said, what's wrong with you? He was on the ground. So now, mind you, this dude right here kept reaching for something. He said it was marijuana. He said it was his phone. And they said, give me your knees. He said, no, I can't because my knees, I got 3rd-degree burns. And then he kept begging to be put in the police car. You know, when you put a guy in a police car or a woman in a police car that's handcuffed, you pretty much leave him alone. You pretty much start talking about it, blah, 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 what we're going to do, where we're going, blah, blah, blah. That's like, small talk. And then you take him away. So he was trying to be secluded. And then he was begging for the police officers to put their handcuffs on him in the front. So this dude had a death wish. All right? He had a death wish.
Put it in the car.
And he lives in Chicago. He probably killed 10 people. And they're gonna run his name. Maybe he's one of the guys that they was trying to look for. Because this guy ain't trying to just go to jail like that.
What else you got?
Nothing.
This is the officer who's driven him to
the
station, who's going to get around to the other side to let him out and take him inside the Sally Port.
Okay, so now they're gonna take him out. You just heard. Here they go. Watch this. He shot that cop. He had a gun on him the whole time. And his jeans was tight as shit. He had stretch pant jeans. Look, 3 minutes. Let's see his jeans, how tight they are. Tattoo over his face.
Any weapons on you? Why are you curling up your legs?
My phone in my left pocket.
You hear him? You hear him? He said, why are you curling up my leg? Why are you curling up your legs? Oh, my phone's in my left pocket. And the whole time he's acting like he's just so scared. So again, police officers got some of the dangerous jobs in America. So when they experience things like this and the outcome, you see how they be like a little jittery afterwards. Oh, hell no. Like, so now, yeah, some of them do some crazy shit. Cause them niggas be. Look, it's your hurt. I got 30-degree burns.
Take my phone out. Oh, this is my phone.
But look at his jeans. Look how tight these goddamn jeans are. So I believe he had the gun where his crotch was. That's why he's curling his legs up. I believe the gun was where in his boxers. His briefs, boxer briefs.
Don't worry about your phone. Stay on the side.
Look how tight these goddamn jeans are. No way impossible a gun could be in there. And it's not his hoodie because they checked that. So I believe those are these drawers right here. And so like this dude was a career criminal. Like he knew where to put the gun. He had shit in his drawers. By his private parts.
On the site. Put him on the
So
site.
I only came back here to show you like where he could have possibly hit the gun, where his crouch was. And he was sagging, so it was really down there. Like you couldn't even touch that part. All right, so we go back to how he did that cop dirty. And like, look how that cop breathed when he got shot. Like, yo, watch how he breathed. That shit was crazy. Shit. Let me get to it. The way that cop took his last breath, that was crazy.
From here, let's listen in. It's an intense gunfight.
That's the police.
Oh, we missed it. God damn, it happened so fast. It's at 54. Is it here?
We have
No, he fell at that point. At that point, he fell. All right. Okay. He might have fell there too. Damn. All right, let's go from here.
to let him out and take him inside the Sally port.
You heard him?
We have multiple other badge cams from here. Let's listen in. It's an intense gunfight.
That's the police. That what? Back to the station. Shot fired. Police.
That whole time he had like he knew what he was gonna do.
Officer down. Roll an
So
ambulance.
I'm just showing the other dark side, right? So some people, and the last video y'all might have missed, this woman popped the cop over her left shoulder without looking, no look shot. You dig? In basketball, it's a no look pass. They don't no look shot. That chick took a no look shot, got the guy right below his vest, right in his gut. A no look shot, black woman. So you see, like these cops do be getting hit by everybody. Because I got videos where white people do, Hispanics, but black people definitely be blasting these cops. But this is more of a learning lesson, right, for the youth. You know, I said like these videos that I'm doing, something like probably more formal, should be put together, and through 12 to 17, it should be mandatory to be seen in like the Jewish Holocaust shit. This should be seen in high school, or somebody put together a program, a civics program for police officers, but we hate police officers, so he can't even do it. You dig? It's like, come on, like where we at with this? So you hate police officers, so they can't do it because you ain't gonna come. You know, come on, like we're just acting like savages at this point. But something like that got to be done so people can know why videos like this and see the do's and don'ts. What even the wrongful shootings, like with the chick with the taser, we just seen taser, she had a gun. Again, for you guys that missed it, I believe the police training is the taser is in your left post, right, while your deadly gun's in your right post. And when you pull the taser out, it's with your left hand, it's your off hand. You're trained like that, and the right hand is your deadly weapon. So you can't confuse the two. So when there's an object in your left hand, where your training should have been done, your mind automatically thinks taser. And when there's a weapon in your right hand, you automatically think deadly weapon. So when she said taser, and she had it in the right hand, her training should have kicked this and no, that's in your right hand, that's deadly gun. And she pressed that button and shot his ass and got charged for second-degree manslaughter. We don't know if she got convicted or not. But these are learning lessons for everybody, really. The public, the kids who are targeted, the police officers who do the targeting, good cops, bad cops, they all look bad. You know, this is for everybody. So now, but everybody who's trying to run away from the officer, whether it's to drive away or go for a gun, one thing they have in common, they resisted arrest and they dove back in their car head first. So now in real time, that cop experienced that woman last time who had the gun and the other guy who didn't have a gun. So now it's like, yo, when he goes in, when she dives in head first, that could be like that woman going for a gun and ba 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 ba. And then you say no gun. It's like, yeah, but the last three guys had a gun. I can't, it's too fast. I haven't shit. Yo, cause she actually shot the cop first. Even though his gun was out. She shot. So like this shit happens fast. And when you watch these videos, just because you shoot somebody, they don't just fall. This ain't the goddamn movies. It take a lot. So now, some cop is shooting a lot. It takes a lot of shots to drop people. It takes a lot. or you got to hit them in certain spots where they fall immediately, which nobody's that damn good, like the head, something like that. But yeah, the videos I watch, when they get shot, they shoot back, and the person just get lucky and don't get hit. Because I can show you an armed guard who pulled his weapon out, was popping niggas. They were still shooting back. And he was just dipping niggas like James Brown, dipping those bullets. So, this is a tough job.
Shots fired! Drop your weapon! Shots fired at the police! Officer down! Send an ambulance! Gunshot wound to the chest!
He got hope. Now, if the vest was there, he probably gonna be good, right? If it didn't go all the way through. But if ain't no vest there, that's probably death. They said the chest one of the worst spots to get shot at. The head, of course. The chest is next.
Drop the weapon! Every available unit in the car.
Now listen carefully. Listen carefully to the officers, especially him when he come around on the left side of the vehicle. Listen to what he says. All right.
Get behind the car.
Okay, he's gonna look right, then go left. I think.
Sally port.
So he went right.
He's
Okay.
behind the Impala. He's behind the Impala.
Okay, so he's straight going.
Front of the Impala. You okay? You're shot. I know you're shot.
He's still trying to shoot. He shot. Oh yeah, they be on edge, bro. All right, listen. Okay, you heard him. He's down. Meaning he's saying, all right, yo, fall back. Like that's code word for fall back. He's down. Because he's, ain't trying to get in trouble for nothing crazy and make no news media. He's down. Listen, he said it again. He's down. He said it again. And you still hear gunshots. He said it again. He's down.
He's down.
Third time. He's down. Your fucking hands. Your fucking hands. He's down. Meaning he's dead.
It's right to the right of that vehicle.
That's where that guy shot. They still shooting. They still shooting. Oh no, I'm sorry. They're not shooting. They're not shooting. This is after he got shot. Okay, they're showing his body cam of his perspective, how he's seen everything.
Shot. I know you're shot.
Okay, so they just showing for his perspective, basically. All right. Okay, so this ain't Call of Duty. Yo, old girl was, I'm trying to tell you, man. Old girl was she was spot on. So anyway, I'm not done. I got a class at 5, right? But this is a perfect. Okay, good. Because I was done with that segment anyway. So I was going to shift gears where I'm gonna be talking more, where we're gonna go into more of the legal aspect of what's out there with the police officers, what they can do, what they can do, what you can do, what you can't do. So this is perfect. So I got a class. I got to use the Zoom link for that. So I'll be back. Again, whether people show up or not, doesn't matter. This is documented. People can always go back. I could re-air it, force it down your throat. Doesn't matter. But this stuff need to be heard, need to be seen, and need to be shared as a learning lesson. So segment 1 is done perfectly because I got enough time to send a link. And we're on to segment 2 after this one class. I'll be back maybe 6:30-ish. Peace. Stop live.